So this is the sixth experiment in the C++ lab, and this is operator overloading. We have two exercises in this. So let's start. So the first exercise in this experiment is a program in which we have to create a class called complex, and we have two attributes in this: the real double part and the imaginary double part. And here we have to overload three operators mainly. One, the addition operator. In this addition operator, I have overloaded in such a way that there is a third object, complex C3, which adds the real parts and stores it in its real attribute, and adds the imaginary part and stores it in its imaginary attribute. And the next operator is the subtraction operator. Here again there is a object C3 which adds the real part and stores in C3.real, and adds the imaginary part and stores in C3 dot imaginary, and it prints out the output. And here in the multiplication, I have assigned c3.real to real into the argument.real minus imaginary into the argument.imaginary, and in c3.imaginary I have put real into c2.imaginary plus imaginary into c2.real, and then it prints out the product. And here is the int main, which is the driver function to test this program. So now let's look at the output of this program. So let's enter 3 minus 5, minus 5, and 1 and 9. So here the addition, subtraction and product of the two complex numbers are being printed, and these are right. So let's move on to the next program. So this program is a program to store graph coordinates. So I've called it class graph, and it has two attributes, float x and float y. And I have a default constructor over here, a setter method, and I have overloaded three operators. The first operator is the multiplication operator, which multiplies the respective x coordinates and stores it in g2.x, and the y coordinates are multiplied and stored in g2.y, and the output is displayed before negation. And after this the product is displayed. And next in the division operator, there's a temporary object called g1, in which x by g2.x is stored in g1.x, and in g1.y y by g2.y is stored. So the division is stored in this for the x and y coordinates, and before negation output is displayed over here. Next, in this unary minus operator, I have negated both the x and the y coordinates and displayed the output after negation. So here in the int main function, this is a driver program to test the classes created. So now let's look at the output of these programs. So I'll be entering 3 comma minus 5 and 4 comma 2. So as we can see here, before negation the product is 12 and minus 10, and after negation is minus 12, 10, and the division is before negation 0.75 and minus 2.5, and after negation it's minus 0.75 and 2.5. Hence we can see that all the functions are working properly, and this is the end of the sixth experiment in C++. Thank you.